raised in the Lone Star Land, with boots on my feet and dreams in my hand. A little sassy but a whole lot of grace. You'll see that fire when you look at my face. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Barbecue smoke, Friday night lights, cheering for the Astros under Texas skies. A little bit stubborn, a whole lot of charm. This big old heart will keep you warm. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. From the bluebonnet fields to the city streets, every step I take feels like home to me. With a little sass and a lot of pride, this Texas girl's got nothing to hide. I'm a Texas girl with a heart so wide, family and friends always by my side. From the crack of dawn to the stars at night, I keep it real, keep my soul burning bright. Gummy shoe prints, laid them down the street. Chocolate wrappers hiding secrets sweet. They don't miss a beat, they've got a knack. With licorice ropes pulling answers back. Twist the wrapper to reveal the truth. A sticky web spun by a candy sloop. No sour lies can escape the grip. These lollipops all
Sebastian, sweet boy, where have you gone? The sun sets low, but we keep marching on. The wind whispers your name soft through the pines, a melody aching in these hearts of mine. Roads are endless, the nights are cold, but your story's a light we'll never let go. Where are you, sweet boy Sebastian? We're searching the hills, the rivers, the plains. You deserve better, oh you deserve better. And your army is fighting through heartache and pain. Your laughter once rang like bells through the air. Now silence just lingers, it's more than we can bear. We carry your memory, a flag in our hands. Through shadows and valleys, through shifting sands. The roads are endless, the nights are cold, but your story's a light we'll never let go. Where are you, sweet boy Sebastian? We're searching the hills, the rivers, the plains. You deserve better, Oh, you deserve better, and your army is fighting through heartache and pain. Your laughter once rang through heartache and pain.
Hello, my friends. How's everybody doing today? Happy Wednesday, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Appreciate y'all. Hope everybody's had a really great day. It is hump day. We are here together halfway through this week. My goodness. Christmas will be here before we know it. All righty. Let me get up here. I'm going to try to say hello to everybody in here. Hello, Miss Rhonda. Hello, Seclusion. Hello, Daniel. Oh, don't know why that got put up there. Sorry. Hello, Daniel. Hey, Bo. How you doing? Oh, you again. Hey, Blue Eyes. Michelle, how are you? Good to have y'all. See who else we got here with us. Lori. Boy, I tell you what, some people. It's quite funny to me, though. Hey, Cecilia. Good to have you. Hope you're doing well. Oh, idiots all around us. Let me see here. I'm trying to scroll through without losing my place. It's a little tricky on the backstage because it wants to jump real quick. Hey, Kai, how you doing? Let's see here. Peggy, how are you? Good to have you. Mama, how you doing? So good to have you with us. Me and you, always glad to have you with us. Jen, so good to see you in chat again, girl. Thanks for being here. Oh my goodness, hold on. It decided to jump again. Lord help me. Now, Daisy Dukes, hey girl. Lisa King, hello to you, beautiful. Thank you for being here. Hey, TJ. Miss Kelly East, how are you doing? Hi, Janice. Good to have you. There's our Holly. Always good to have her. Hey, Runs with Scissors, how you doing? And Jacqueline, hello. T-Bird. Let's see who else we got with us today. Hi, Pat. How you doing? Man, we got a good house full of some good people tonight. Thank y'all all for being here. Hey, Teresa. Good to have you. Boston, how are you doing? Hi, Reptile Wildlife. Good to have you with us. Let's see here. Anybody else sneaking in? YouTuber, how you doing? Hey. Hello, Catherine. Valley Gal, hello to you. Pooh Bear, how you doing? Want to be sleuthing? How are you, darling? Hope everything's good your way. Rate the bell. Hello. and Chuchi. Hi. Darlene, good to have you with us today. Kelly Holcomb. Ooh, we got us a good house full of some good people. Hey, Darlene. Did I say hey to you already? I think I did, but not. If I missed you, I apologize. But hello to everybody. Thank y'all all for being here. I appreciate y'all so much and so glad to have y'all. If anybody's new, welcome. Welcome to our chat, our little tiny piece of the YouTube world over here. We are glad to have y'all with us. Well, with the exception of a few. It's crazy. Jen, that's funny. Taking baby man to urgent care to get steroids and a lollipop. Okay. That is funny. That is funny, Jen. You made me laugh. My son had a head cold. He'd been in bed for 3 days. He just didn't feel good. Oh, too funny. Hey, Pitter Patter, how you doing? Well, you take care of that man, that baby man of yours. Oh, goodness. It's really sad when we come on here and we have to look at the things that we've had to look at in our chat tonight. It's uncalled for. I mean, we're a small channel. We're not hurting nobody. We're over here keeping to our business. But we must be touching a little too close to comfort for some people. But oh well, life goes on, doesn't it? And just an FYI for everybody, we are going to have a very special, beautiful guest in chat tonight with us. Miss Keeley is going to join us in chat. So if everybody would please be very patient with her as she's wanting to join in with us tonight. I know y'all will treat her with nothing but kindness. And so I thank you for that ahead of time. Hey, Bobby. Are you feeling better, Bobby? I hope you are. I hope you got everything you needed to get you over that hump. We don't want you back in the hospital. YouTuber. If it wasn't him, it was the underlings. For sure. So, yeah. Anyways. Okay, guys. Once again, so very sad, but we have to do this. And today we're going to do this prior on the very beginning because we want to make it very, very clear to all those people out there. Hey, Cece, how you doing, my friend? Good to have you. Said myself, along with moderators, subscribers, and anyone in chat express their opinions. On this channel, we present speculation, possibility, and show things found for everyone to decide for themselves what opinion they have. We are here for helpful purposes only. We are not here for drama, hate, or anything negative. Please respect all opinions. And as always, my content is not to be used in a negative way at any time. So sad that we even have to do that just to be able to speak out and say what we think. Daniel, thank you so much. Daniel says to Lolly and all the mods, you are the best. Thank you, Daniel. And let's see here. YouTuber came in, gifted a membership. If you were the one to get that membership, please tell YouTuber thank you, because that is so super precious. And thank you, YouTuber. And to our welcome to the South.
Welcome. Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a amen deep down? Welcome to the South.
Welcome. I love it when we get to play our little clip here of Dave Finley. He is such a super great guy. And I am so proud to be able to say I know him. So, okay, me and you. All right. You got my number. Call me after we're through, okay? Hey, got a secret. How you doing? Welcome, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see here. There was something I was going to tell y'all and I can't remember. I don't know. Sorry. This taking Benadryl every day business is for the birds. It's got me kind of drowsy and just a little blah. And my nose is still running and I'm still sneezing. Daniel says, Lolly, why did you ask me if I'm sure where I lived? I'm just wondering, wanting to make sure you're not confused. So Miss Kelly said, Keely will be in chat as soon as we can get her tablet to work. Everyone, please understand, she may not know the words correctly. She has been following Sebastian's story along with her mama. Okay, guys? I know y'all understand and y'all are so appreciative and so sweet with everyone that I trust y'all 100%. I've tried both, YouTuber. I have tried both. I am on my third box to keep myself from sneezing all daggum day. My nose is so sore. Hey, Brenda Calvert. I do need to switch to Zyrtec. I had just got off. I tried Claritin. That didn't do squat. And then I did, there's another one, not Zyrtec, but, gosh, I could see the box, but there's another brand, that I did. And then I went to Benadryl. And I've got the saline wash for my nose. All the things. Allegra, that's it. Thank you, Peggy. Allegro is the one I took, but it gave you flu-like symptoms. Zysol works better right before bed. Okay. Keely is well over the age of 18. She is of age to be in here. So anyways, but yeah, all this mess. And of course, we were at freezing temperatures, 31 for the morning yesterday, and yesterday's high was 80. We went down to the low 40s last night, and today we're up to 85 right now. Yes, Brenda, when I had my house and everything, I had me some local raw honey. And I took a spoon of it every day. And silly me, I packed my honey. I need to go and try to find me some more. Because, y'all, that really works. If you get honey from where you live, it has to be from your region. it really makes a difference. It really, really does. But yeah. Anyway, Zyrtec works well. Yeah, I need to try Zyrtec next because, like I said, I've been taking everything I could. Oh, oh, Holly. Holly, I'm a step way ahead. Way ahead, girl. I'll text you when we get through. Thank you for that, though. So, anyways, guys, local honey's great for allergies. It really is. It really is. I just hate that I don't have any right now. Oh, wow. Manuka, is that how you pronounce it, YouTuber? Manuka honey, at least 50 plus strength. Wow. I know they say if you do your local honey, it will give you the antigens from what's in your area to help you, just to be able to brush it off. So those little dandelion puffy thingies that float through the air, yeah, those wouldn't kill me so bad. My granddaughter come up here and I say, "Hey baby, what are you doing?" She goes, "Oh, you sound like our goats out back." I was like, "Leave me alone, girl." She is so sassy. But I love her, every bit of her. Well, I hope everybody's well. Keep Miss Rhonda in your prayers. She's having a few issues. She's trying to chat tonight with us. Oh, good. Good, good. Dave Finley is an amazing person. Him, his wife, and his little baby girl is so precious. I know him and his brother, his mom, and his stepdad. They are great people. Oh, don't take steroids. They make me mean as shit. That's funny, Bobby. Man, when I take steroids, I can't sleep. I can't sleep. I stay up all night. If I'm lucky, I'll get about 30 minutes of sleep. Those things make me busy, busy, busy. Holly, thank you so much for the super sticker. I really appreciate it. Guys, we have just a few weeks left here for the month of November, and this will be my Christmas check. So anything is greatly appreciated. So thank you, Holly, so much. All right, guys. Well, our title today, Things Do Not Make Sense. We've all been talking about it for a long time now. Very, very long time. Way too long, if you ask me. And that's just my opinion on it. But, some things just aren't making sense. We don't have the 1 + 1 = 2 in this case. We got 1 + 1 equals, I don't know, 62. You know what I'm saying? It's that odd. And so today I wanted to get some opinions from you guys. I want to know your thoughts. What direction do you think we're going in? What would you like to cover more of? What area of Sebastian's case do you want to go over again, or some more, or into something new? All the things related to Sebastian's case. Teresa, thank you so much for gifting 5 memberships. Guys, if y'all were one of the lucky ones to get a membership, please, please, please tell our beautiful Teresa. Thank you so much, because that was so sweet and precious. And welcome to the South, y'all.
Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a amen?
Thank you so much, Teresa. Hang tight. I gotta send this text. All right. Anyways, you're so sweet. Love you so much, my friend, and thank you for all the support. And welcome to our new members. It's always exciting to get new members. Got a secret? Can you keep it? Thank you so much. Not much, but we appreciate you. Well, you know what? That not much, it makes a difference. So thank you. I appreciate you. I love you so much. So glad to have you here with us. Thank you for that. That is so sweet of you. Look at Peggy coming in with $5. Wowza, Peggy, thank you so much. That is so sweet of you guys. Y'all are being so nice. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Y'all are the best. The bestest in the world. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all, no matter what. Kevin, we're not political over here. Welcome to everybody coming in. I appreciate y'all being here so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, let's see. Retha says, I want to keep Sebastian's picture a beginning, talk about other cases and important things, and then close with Sebastian and keep the parents out of it. I've been praying about this a lot. Very good thought. Very good thought. I like that idea because there are so many that need it as well. And Jenny says, I honestly don't know what to think anymore, but I do know this. I pray every day that Sebastian is brought home to those who love him. Either way, he deserves this. Jenny, I 100% agree with you. I think Sebastian is being lifted up in prayer more than he could ever, ever, ever imagine. Bobby, thank you so much for this. I appreciate you. You are so kind and so gracious. Thank you, my friend. I hope you know how much you're loved on here. When you're not here, people start asking about you, Bobby. We just want to make sure you're good. We need you healthy. YouTuber, look at YouTuber gifting 5 memberships. Thank you, YouTuber. Man, if y'all were one of the lucky ones to receive a membership, please tell our precious YouTuber thank you, because that was so, so gracious. Y'all are just being so kind.
Welcome. Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a amen? Welcome to the South.
New members, welcome to all of our new members. Thank you so much. Thank you, YouTuber. And Miss Retha Bell, don't you ever worry about it. That is what I'm wanting. It's exactly what I'm wanting. Hang tight real quick. I am fixing to do this, and I pray to God I don't regret this, because there are idiots amongst us today. Hey there, Malachi, is that it? Hey, his eyes. Hang tight, guys. Hang tight, hang tight. There we go. Trying to get this done real quick and look at my phone, look at my tablet, look at my computer. Woo. Okay. The link is dropped. If anyone would like to come up and be respectful and be kind, you're more than welcome to. Hey, Mama. All right. Well, thank you for listening. That is so sweet of you. But tonight's topic is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. His case has been going on since February 26, 2024. What are your thoughts? If y'all want to come up, you're more than welcome to have your say. You don't have to have a camera on. I'm not worried about that. Kelly E says, honestly now, y'all, she being honest here. Kelly says, I'm sick of all the bull from CP and KP. CP can talk all big and everything and go on other creators under false names. Come on up, CP, and let us talk and ask you the important questions. Yeah. So, Bobby, I wonder about it. Bobby says, I keep wondering about Ellie, how much, they're covering it up. How much more could they cover, basically? It does make you wonder. It really does. There's a few things that I've been learning, and it's a little crazy to think that they would know those things that have been found, things that have been discovered, and yet nothing's happening. T-Bird, I would love to have a conversation with Katie. I really would. But we know she ain't going to talk. Her lawyer won't let her. Because, it's what people who aren't innocent need. Exactly. Texas Plain Jane. The chemical, the white powder stuff. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. That's right, TJ. She can't talk without Christopher. We heard it yesterday. No, you're not talking to her without somebody there. In pairs, safety. But yet he gonna talk all he wants to. You can't make this stuff up, folks. You really can't. We have a young man that's missing from his home. And yet in today, 2025, in today's world, people don't get away with things. Tabitha says, I wonder how much of a role the neighbor played in all of this. The swinger, it was well known around that neighborhood what was happening. There were several that said, oh, yeah, we all know about it. So that's what we got. Don't know if it's true, don't know if it's false. But when the whole neighborhood knows about it, I would say it's probably leaning towards the true. I need access, find no sense. What? I don't get it, T-Bird. Why is Daniel tired? I didn't see anything he said. Sorry. They be just a swinging, Kelly said. Her favorite, same access to. Oh, gotcha. Okay. I was like very confused. Isn't he the one that made the statement that Sebastian wasn't coming back from this or something like that? What we've been told is he was at the first vigil that was for the neighbors, the neighborhood people that wanted to do something, to come together to pray for Sebastian, that kind of thing. And then Chris pitched, one of his baby fits, and they couldn't have it right there at their house. They were coming to them. But, that was out of the question. So they moved on. And supposedly he was in complete shambles, crying, saying it's bad. It's so, so bad. What does that mean? I don't know. He's not spoken to anyone. He was there that day during the search. And if things were that bad and he knew it, why didn't he say something? Just questions all over the place with this. Yeah, TJ. I guess we could all have an assumption of to what he's talking about, or would, you know. Lolly, did you hear Lady Freedom say one of the neighbors, the one with the Eastern European accent, tried to run her off and get her to delete her camera footage the other day? Oh, no, I didn't know that. Tabitha, I mean, he's a reserve officer, and basically when needed type of thing. So I don't know. He was retired, I think is what it was, and then he just kind of fills in. YouTuber, you and me both. YouTuber says, I still would like to know if he did hand over his CCTV footage. Wouldn't that be amazing? I have a feeling someone came and got that, and therefore he would have nothing at all to actually give and hand over. You know what I'm saying? Because um YouTuber says, I think one of the Sumner County Sheriff Office drones said Sebastian won't be coming back. I think we've come to realize here lately that Sumner County pretty much believes that Sebastian is probably no longer alive. I mean, we even heard Sonny Weatherford in the very, very, very beginning say just that. I'm afraid this is not going to be good for his family. Yeah, his eyes. That's probably why. Yep, he was in a hurry to try and sell his house. Then he took it off the market. Okay, hang tight. Hold tight, girl mom. Let me do this. Um oh, y'all. Former Millersville police chief questioned in theft ring. When was this? April of 2024. Though no longer certified to be a police officer, former chief. Wow. He was part of a theft ring. Wowza. Wow, guys, y'all should check that out. We'll look into that pretty good. Let's see. Jacqueline said, I will always say the neighbor is key. He had like 7 cameras they had to catch something. Yes, Jacqueline. But he didn't turn none of them over. He's the one that was riding around saying, you know, don't need to check my house or my cameras. I don't have anything. And they took his word for it. Oh yeah, smoke screens were used for all of the cameras just to cover stuff. Exactly, Jen. Jen said there are no dumb questions, only if you don't ask. There you go. TBI went to Millersville and cleaned house. Maybe they're on the move, y'all. Maybe they're on the move. TJ. Oh, guys, we could sit here every single day and have something new to talk about where our feelings towards Katie and Chris and what they have done to Sebastian. We could go there and talk about Seth. We can talk about Sebastian all day long, every day. But I think I would have to ask the number one question. The only question that me in my heart feels as a number one question. Where's Sebastian? Where is he? Who is it that knows where Sebastian is? You see, we have a stepfather whose alibi is not an alibi. People at his job site totally destroyed that alibi. They said no. And he says he's taken a polygraph. Then we find out he didn't take a polygraph. Then we find out, oh, wait, he's taking a polygraph again. And it's kind of like, yeah, you can't believe him. No matter what he says, you can't believe him because he outright has told lies. When your wife is telling a story because she was the one in the home that night with her child, for the very first time, she's going to say, we did this, 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 and this, that night, this, and this. And I laid down and around 10 p.m. started falling to sleep on the couch. And her husband, CP, comes in on top of her and makes things crystal clear. They were on the phone from 9:30 to 12. Around midnight, she started falling asleep. He told her to go get on the bed. Wait a minute. She just told us she was asleep at 10. She didn't correct him. She didn't correct the story. He supposedly says he wasn't there. So now we have 2 people that we can't trust from the get-go, guys. From the very first time they opened their mouth on Duchess, within the first 3 minutes, that story and timeline was destroyed. And it just continued from there. So, how are we supposed to believe them when the mother, the one person who says she was alone in that house with her son that night, 3 hours before she reports him missing, we see light activity happening in the courtyard behind their house. And one of those lights runs right back to their back door. How are we supposed to believe that she knows nothing? I mean, did she take a polygraph and pass it? Sure. She's trained to do that, guys. You have to go back and remember what her training was. She was trained for missions. She was trained for special things. And if she was captured at any point, she would have to be able to withstand intensive beatings or whatever they want to do to her to try to get out information. She was trained. That polygraph was nothing to pass for her. It's crazy to me to stop and think about the whole time. I honestly, this is me 100%. I did believe in the beginning that Katie was the weakest link. When I went back recently and started from the beginning, I didn't start with that interview with Duchess. I started with who we now know they are as people. Mr. Chris's past, his ex wives, all that happened with Nina, all of his court proceedings and things. I started with Katie, her childhood, how she was raised, how Seth tells us they met, but she was dating someone and seeing someone else, and all the things that happened there. Through their marriage time together, having Sebastian, that's where I started. Everything was good. Katie started her career in the Navy. Everything was fine. And then Mr. Chris got added to her unit. And she changed. She changed. Whether it was the military that changed her, or whether it was the influence of Mr. Chris that changed her, or whether it was the affair that was happening between the two. None of us can say. All we can say is something changed and shifted. And there's where things began. We can go and do over and over and over again from that very first interview when they spoke, all the news times prior to that. But the story begins way, way earlier. And to understand who we're dealing with that very first interview, I went back. And when I started there, I started looking at things a little differently. I really, really did. And it took a lot. Hey, S Dubs, how you doing? Good to see you. Hope you are well. Uncle Taco, hello. And hello to everybody else that's been coming in. Thank you for being here. Hey, Cinderella. I appreciate y'all. Hey, Sheila. Y'all come on in. We're just talking. We're talking about all the things, and you know, when I began as them as individuals in their lives, Katie and Seth coming together, having Sebastian, Chris and all of his wives in the situation with Nina, all the things meshed into this story. I honestly believe Katie is more like Kathy Bowersox than Chris could ever have imagined. Bobby says, "Oh my God, no wonder I fit in perfectly here. Not sure what's going on, but you do fit with us, girl. You do." Someone named Rachel Hadawar. Yes, y'all. Rachel, someone named Rachel commented on Aunt Knight's post of the recent leaked phone call. She had some things to say about them in the Navy. I don't know. I've had someone reach out to her to see if we can find out if she knew them. But yes, there is a person under At Nights on their comment under the leaked phone call. Hey, Pink Warrior. And her comments were very interesting. Seems to me she might know some things. And so, right, Diana says, girl mom too. CP's family doesn't have a great reputation to start with. Threats, lies, and corruptions. Guys, I'm telling you. Esteb says, I've been seeing a lot of people getting arrested years after the fact. I'm still waiting for a Sebastian miracle. Amen, sister. We all are. Okay, you did too. Okay, that makes you. There's several that have been reaching out. Thank you, Allegra Nehru. Yes, that's the one I couldn't remember a while ago. But yeah, Sebastian could have very well walked out the door, and KP may have known it, expecting him to return, but he never did. Now she's feeling guilty. Thoughts? Jenny, it's possible. Anything at this point is possible because we don't know any facts about that night. And so if you go from that, my only question would be, how in the world did he avoid so many cameras? To be able to get outside that 5-mile radius, how is it that he avoided every camera? You see what I'm saying? Retha Bell caught on real quick. She says, interesting that her name is Rachel. I'm telling you, I would give anything. The link is pinned up above. It is pinned to the top of the chat up there. Yeah, Gina, I think she did. I'm just not sure what her last name was, but I will have to go back and look. But Jenny, this is the thing. There is other explanations. And let me see if I still have this, because we had done a process of elimination a while back. No, because I had deleted everything from my back StreamYard. I don't have it. And our first thought process was he didn't make it home that night. That's still on the table of a possibility that he didn't even make it home that night. And Katie was actually the one that took out the trash. She had on the dark hoodie. Hey, Hope Floats. Hello, hello. But y'all think about it. Katie had on the dark hoodie. We as a group watched the part where they're getting up from the table at Texas Roadhouse and walking out. They walk almost identical. Even over there on the other channel, someone sent me a clip where Granny's watching, said, well, Chris, it seems to me like that Katie and Chris walk an awful lot alike. And his response was, yes, they really do. They really do. So is it possible? Yeah. Exactly, Reptile. I don't think Sebastian would have just put on a hoodie to walk the trash down to the end of the road. So it is possible that that could have played out. The other scenario would have been, well, okay, if he didn't make it home, YouTubers asking, then what would the 3 a.m. lights video be? I think it would be probably getting the right clothes back there. I honestly believe that she knew she had to have the clothes from Texas Roadhouse to prove he made it home that night. So there had to be a way to get those to her. Little Country, I agree. Cleanup, anything that was out of order or whatever, they had to get everything taken care of. Get everything to where that morning at 6 o'clock, everything was laid out in place. And so there would be the 3 a.m. video. I think that Chris was with her, whether he was dropped off somewhere and walked in from the back way or something, I don't know. But I do believe he was there. And I believe he got into that 3 a.m. car and rode off with whoever that person is that was driving the car. But, okay. Reptile says, but what about Kathy Bowersox at Worsham's? The weird part is, I was told one of the persons that saw her sitting there and saw Katie pull up, there was an egg carton that was handed off between the cars. Not sure what the egg carton was about. I mean, that's kind of weird, but that's what's been put out there. Is that truth? I don't know. I didn't see the video, so I can't stake my life on that. But if he did make it home, our second option would be that he made it home, something happened, they either knocked him out with some drugs, unalived him, took him out to the car at 3 and took off. If neither one of those can be the possibility, then the only thing that's left is Sebastian was inside Katie's car when she pulled out of the driveway. And at some point along that supposed driving around looking for her child moment, he was handed off because there were no cameras right in that area, remember? Mr. Chris told us that. How was it that he knew that? How would he actually knew those cameras didn't work at that one intersection? Yeah, yep. Just after they released the satellite imagery, but there is a person that actually caught their eye on that. The Texas Roadhouse video that you emailed to me, very, very interesting. I'm working on some things now, and we're going to be doing another Texas Roadhouse live. I'm telling you, folks, there's things happening there. There are things happening at Texas Roadhouse. T-Bird on a property they own, very possible. Very possible. I mean, there's to narrow everything down. We know that child did not walk out that door. He would have been seen because he wouldn't have walked with bare feet in the grass and all those things. So you only got a few options from there. And those are the three that we have pretty much wound our way through to get down to the nuts and bolts of it all. Those are the only three options that are left. And so Dolt Lady, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome. Haven't seen you around, but I hope you've been watching us. And we're glad to have you as a member. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And welcome to the South.
Welcome. Welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a hey and get down? Welcome to the South.
Welcome, Dolt Lady. Thank you for becoming a lollipop. Hey, Thomas, how you doing? We got a good group of people in here and good thoughts and everything. The woman behind them, the wife, was asking for, whoa, that went quick. Asking for dirt on Nextdoor app to fill in her garden, which thought was weird. In my opinion, she was the one complaining about Dolly's drone. Oh, he was wanting to fill in the garden. Makes you wonder. Exactly, Nehru says, even if he walked with bare feet, the dogs would have picked it up. 100%. That would have been the strongest scent they could ever have, because it was his skin cells, little scents from his very own feet. But none of the dogs hit anywhere around his home. So he didn't walk away from his home. They say the dogs picked up scents at other little places. But is it possible somebody wore his shoes that night? Just a thought, guys. Seriously, just a thought. Katie, Sebastian, about the same height, probably about the same shoe size. I'm just wondering if maybe Katie or Chris wore his shoes down by the pond and made the dogs go look there. So I didn't know. Yep, she got a new pair of shoes at the shoe depot place. Exactly, exactly. I'm telling you, this case, if we is just these little keyboard warriors sitting here just, doing our thing like we do, then surely law enforcement, FBI, TBI, all the things can figure it out. What
Hello.
how are you doing?
Good.
Good to have you. So what do you think about Sebastian?
Mm, I think he seems like a sweet boy. think he, I think he deserves to, like, I think he does definitely need to be found.
Definitely. I agree with you 100% on that one.
Yeah.
100%.
Yes.
Um, do
Definitely.
you have any ideas as to what could have happened?
Mm, CP probably grabbed him and knows exactly where he is, but won't say anything.
Yeah, a lot of people think that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Let's see
definitely.
here. I'm
Because
going to read this real quick. An article, Wannabe Sluicen said, I read an article that Kathy, CP's mom, is concerned about construction of the new Enoch Hills subdivision. She says it might be an eyesore. I wonder if she's worried about anything else.
that could be.
Hmm. That's the bad part. There's a lot of speculation to this.
There
There's
is.
a lot.
It's a whole big mess. Like, CP doesn't want to do anything about it.
No, not at all. He doesn't want to try to clear anything up. He doesn't want to try to make things right.
Nope. He wants to act all innocent
Yeah,
and wants
100%.
to act like there's nothing wrong when really there is. I've seen proof over the internet. I've been researching.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think there's a lot that is wrong in this case, and Sebastian unfortunately is the one to pay the price,
Yes, definitely.
unfortunately.
And because he's 16, like like he can't tell anyone where he is because he has no way of doing so.
Right. Yeah. It's sad to even think that possibly he may not even be alive to speak.
Which is
That's
the sad part. Like, no
yeah.
one, like,
And that's the thing. We just don't know. We
like
don't know.
how long have the authorities been searching for him?
That's another good question. That is another good question. I don't know. It gets frustrating to talk about it so much because you just want to know the answers.
Yeah, you want to know the answers. Like, for instance, one of our family friends actually had one of my grandma's friends, her daughter went missing in a plane in Canada, in BC, and it took months of searching for the small plane that went down. And
Oh, really? Did they find her?
um yes, but they sadly the two people were not alive when they were found.
Oh,
the plane got found months,
Well,
like months after it went down.
well, at least that family had closure. That's
Yes,
the good part.
definitely. It took a long time to get closure, but it took a long time.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the thing. Sebastian's dad is grieving and he's hoping he's still alive, but he
Yeah,
doesn't know. And that's got to be horrible.
yeah. I feel bad for Sebastian's dad.
Yes,
It's hard
I
not getting
I
any
do.
closure. One not being able to see his son.
Yeah. And it's sad to even think that his mom could be possibly guilty in foul play with his life, with Sebastian's life, but there's just too much there that you can't not think that's
Yeah,
possible.
exactly.
Yeah.
And like, isn't his mom's name? Doesn't his mom's name start with a K?
Yes.
Yeah, Kiki or whatever.
Katie Payne. Katie Payne Proudfoot. Yeah.
Yeah, like honestly, um she's probably devastated, but like not knowing where her son is as well, she's the fact when you showed us that when you were streaming yesterday and the person was talking about someone showing up on the property.
Yeah, that was Sebastian's mother talking about showing up on her property.
Yeah, like she didn't even care about anything else.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's very sad.
Very
Very
sad.
sad.
I just hope Sebastian is safe and can be found and he's
Agree.
still alive.
100% agree with that
He
because that would be the best.
he's too young to be going through this,
Right.
and um like I've heard thousands of people go missing each and every day in the US.
Unfortunately, yes. We talked about Winter Wagner that went missing in Kentucky not just a couple of weeks ago and found out that 18 girls from that area from the age of 13 to 17 had gone missing already.
Oh yes.
It's a very sad world we live in.
It is a very sad world. Like here in Canada, like there's been there was there's been a couple people that went missing the last couple weeks. It happens everywhere in this world. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
it
changed,
does.
but something needs to change.
Something does. I agree. I agree 100%.
Yeah. Like I'm I'm gonna keep on doing research about Sebastian
Good
and
deal.
gonna keep on checking this to see
Yeah,
if there's any updates and hopefully like 100% hopefully he is still alive. That's all everyone wants is for him to
that's
be
all.
safe and alive.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. They you know, they don't seem to be doing a lot and that makes it even the time tick on to where his odds are getting less and less,
Yeah.
but we're all still praying. And that's all we can do at this point.
Yeah, we're like everyone's praying. Everyone around the world is praying, especially in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, all over the world. We got Australia, we got
Canada,
UK, Canada, all over the place.
Yes.
Hey, Mima, how are you doing?
Hi guys, how are you?
Good.
Good.
Good to have you up here.
Thank you.
So glad to have you. So, what are your thoughts?
Well, I thought of something today and I may be completely off. Somebody may have already did this, especially a mob crew. But if we can catch the car turning the lights on in that video, the rest of that video shouldn't Ellie be able to see that car leaving?
Right. And I think this is my thought process. If law enforcement got that video, then wouldn't they have that on camera? Because when that car left, there would be a light close to the end of that road.
Yep, that's exactly it. If we saw it turned its lights on, they had to
Yeah.
see that car drive away.
Yeah. Daniel, TJ said you did an amazing job. She's proud of you.
Yes, I've seen that. I'm reading the chat from my phone.
Okay, good deal. Good deal. I wanted to make sure you saw that.
Thank you,
Yeah,
TJ.
T-Bird is correct though. The video clips shouldn't be shown to, because that will hinder the investigation. And hopefully they know that. They know what that car is.
I think they're coming out with way too much stuff now. I think everything we need to know surrounds around that Texas Roadhouse and the lights video. I don't think anything else is going to tell us anything. I think it's all just distractions.
I agree with you.
And I think
100%.
like I sure hope they do not stop this case. If they end up canceling this case, that is where I am going to be absolutely devastated and mad.
Right. Yes, we all would be.
There's no way they can't.
No,
We won't let them.
we're not going to let them.
Oh yeah, no, we're not going to let them. We're going to be on their tails
Yes,
every
yes.
step of the way, making sure they're keeping this case open.
That's right. That's
I've
right.
emailed so many people's. Oops, sorry.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
I emailed so many people so many times that everybody has pretty much blocked me. So I just go on and I find more and more and more ways to get to them.
There you go. Okay, can I hold on, ladies and gentlemen on panel? But I would like to say hello to our beautiful Keely in chat. Keely, we love you. Thank you for being here with us. She has joined us and she says, I pray they find Sebastian. We're all praying with you, Keely, because that is every one of our prayers for sure. So,
I
yes,
really think we are pushing buttons. That's why things are being released here and there, besides the stuff at night. But I really think we're pushing buttons, and I think that they're getting worried.
I agree.
I
think
agree
so.
with that as well.
Yeah. I mean, I think that there are people that hope that we would just fade off to the next case.
Yep.
And we're one of the few that are staying strong on it.
And we have to. The longer they see us do this, I
Yeah.
think Katie will break. I honestly, by looking at Katie that day, in the video of, I think, like the snakes or whatever, she
Right.
looked horrible. She looked absolutely horrible.
Yeah. I agree. And, this is something I've thought about because, I've been very honest with everybody. I lost my son in a car wreck, and the devastation of just losing him is beyond,
That is
you
sad.
know,
I'm sorry to hear
anything.
that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
But I see Katie going on vacation,
Oh, my
traveling
God.
away from her home when she could possibly get her child back. That's the part I cannot accept.
Yep,
And
absolutely.
leaving to go with her husband to work just so the neighbors are satisfied. I wouldn't give a damn about the neighbors. Pardon my language, but I wouldn't.
Listen, the Katie I heard on that video with Seth PI, please, that girl,
Yeah,
nothing scares her. Nothing's bothering her. She's no way.
exactly. I mean, she was cool and calm, and she was like, screw you, you ain't getting do this again, and I'm giving this to my detectives and blah blah blah. She was, and that just verified for me that she is the one that's running the show.
And
Oh, absolutely.
CP doesn't even care at all.
No, none at all.
CP,
CP mouths off and does and says things to what he does and the way he does because she runs the house. So he has to come out and be in charge of something or someone.
Right? Yeah, to the public, he's the
And she,
man.
yep, she wears the pants at home. So he's got to do something.
Right. That's what I'm starting to think for real. There was a lot of people in the beginning worried that she was battered or abused or something. No.
yep.
Probably
When we're
better than
told,
you.
yeah, when we're told that there are 5 CPS cases and not all of them are against Chris, that only leaves one other person in that home.
Yep.
And if she's abusive to her child, and you can't feel bad for her.
No, you can't.
I am not okay with anybody abusing a child. It is never, ever okay.
No.
Has Nina spoke out to anyone lately?
No, Nina spoke out, told her story, and the attacks that were going her way were unreal. And so she has just kept to herself.
I wonder if that has anything to do with Chris and the visitation. Like if she had got paid to, not really paid, but maybe she had to. She
I,
couldn't get involved anymore.
I don't know, but I'll tell you what, I'm surprised if you lose a child from your home, how are you going to be handed over another one? Could you imagine that mother's nightmare?
That
I
was
guarantee.
ridiculous.
I guarantee you, CP has Sebastian right now.
You think so, Daniel?
Yes.
You think he knows where he's at and everything?
Mm-hmm.
You might be right.
100%.
And they say Katie passed her polygraph. Well, first of all, she was trained to do that, to stay cool and calm. So I could see that. And I do have the opinion that I think he was driven away from that home and she doesn't know where he is, or didn't until after a polygraph was taken.
True.
I don't know. That's just a feeling I have,
Yeah, that is like that's very. That does make sense.
She would be that number one person they would look at because she was in the home with him, admittedly. So
Why is she not in jail? Come on.
exactly.
I also believe Katie had something to do with it too.
I do. I believe that.
I think Katie did it and Chris covered it up. But she did it because of Chris. But I also think Chris was home because of how she said she only puts the dogs up when Chris was home. Then she said she put the dogs up that night.
Something I caught on Nancy Grace. Nancy Grace asked her about the dogs. Are the dog kennels anywhere near a door? And she said no. But there was a time Katie and Chris were over on the other side talking on a panel. And they said the dogs' kennels were on the sun porch. So they had to go through the back door to get to the porch, which it has another door right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Because didn't CP take use a camper a couple days?
Yes, he did.
He-
He did.
Yeah. Before, I think it was before Sebastian went missing or after.
Well, he had a camper at a place where he was working, where he was staying in. And he came home that day. The next day he left to go get his camper and bring it back to their house.
He went to
Yeah.
get a new camper. That's what he did.
Exactly. And came back with what
Sure
we
did.
believe to be a new camper, a different one. So, too many questions. You know what I'm saying? Too many questions.
For all we know, the old camper. For all we know, he could have put Sebastian in the old camper and left him there. Who knows?
Yeah, he could have had somebody else drive that old camper off and get it, take it to the scrapyard and let them squish it or whatever.
I'm telling you, there's something. It's gotta be something so easy
Oh yeah,
that
I
we're
agree
just.
with.
He has said too much. He has slipped too many times. It's gotta be just something that comes within a normal, not normal life, but you know what I mean. He slips so much that it's gotta be something that's not as, I don't know, like it's not
Yeah.
as hard as we think.
Exactly. I think so too. Listen, his eyes said CP told the PI in that audio he and KP are together on Sundays and Mondays.
Mondays, yes.
Yeah.
That was big.
And Sebastian, what, went missing, quote unquote, Sunday night?
Exactly.
Please. And the dogs were put up.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't.
And if you listen, ever since then, you hear a dog barking, but to me, it's one dog. And they had two small
It does sound like
Yorkies,
one.
but it's just one dog barking. It's not two barking at the same time.
Yeah, no, it wasn't two at all.
Yeah. And that's what they had was two small Yorkies. I honestly believe they tortured those animals in front of him
Oh, of course, of course.
just because he loved them so much.
I'm not fantastic on the internet, but it looks like on Zillow that house is up for sale for like $775,000 or something, $100,000.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I don't know if anybody's looked it up lately, but to me it looks like it's for sale.
And the funny part is, I found where they bought it, and there was a transaction for $41,000.
Oh.
$41,000.
It's a real estate racket. They
Oh,
sell,
absolutely.
they sell it back. Well, the loan gets tangled up in the process, and by the time they do that a couple of times, you get a loan and start making payments. You're the owner of that home, and you've just bought it for nothing.
Yeah,
So-
So if they sell it,
his
they're going to
mom-
make a hefty profit.
his mom's no joke. Everything bad starts with that mom.
I agree.
including Sebastian.
I agree. And I don't know if Daniel knows this, but there was a time where Chris's mother and stepfather took all the grandkids to Disney, but Sebastian didn't go.
What?
They chose a time when he was at his dad's to go. They could have chosen a different time.
That boy would have had so much fun.
Yes.
Oh yeah, he
that
would have
would have been
loved it,
fun.
but they didn't like him.
Yeah, it all stems from that mother. I'm telling you, I just know it.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
This
I
Oh,
just,
I'm
mom
not.
needs to sit.
I can't get over the CPS orders. Like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it.
Yeah. Yeah. If anybody else would like to join us on panel, the link is at the top up there. You just follow the link. And you don't have to have your camera on if y'all don't want to.
Yeah, it took me like 5 hours to figure out how to not put the camera.
Y'all, I'm not joking because like the way where I'm at, I'm just sitting on my bed right now and it's so dark you couldn't see nothing anyways.
Me too.
So
Oh, hi,
that's
Lolly.
hi.
Well,
It's just so dark. It's like I'm just gonna keep my camera off, but hopefully here pretty
I'm not
soon
even doing that.
I'll be fixed up. Pooh Bear says, to me, this case is weird. It is weird. It is
Yeah,
weird.
Yeah,
it's,
Chris Brownfoot, come on up.
Yeah, anybody, come on.
Chris, you said nobody will confront you. Come on
Right.
up. You
TJ,
want some hard questions? I can definitely give you some hard questions.
Oh, I got a
TJ says,
whole
Chris,
2-page list.
Oh,
TJ
yeah.
says, Christopher Proudfoot, please click the link and come on up.
Yeah,
Good
he
one,
won't do it.
TJ.
Come on,
He
big
won't
man.
do it. Well, we got Miss Kelly East here. Connect your mic and your cam. Kelly, your mic and your camera's not connected.
Yeah, Christopher, we'll be respectful. Sure.
Here we go. Look at hello, Miss Kelly East. How you doing? Can you hear us? Hello, hello.
Hello?
I don't
Knock,
know.
knock. Who's there?
Right?
Good evening, Kelly.
Kelly, can you hear us? We
Maybe
can't
the
hear
connection.
you, Kelly.
Maybe the connection is not working.
Well, hi, everyone.
Yeah, she's out in the country and reception's a little off sometimes. We kind of hear you, Kelly, but not really good.
Lolly, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you now. Welcome, my friend.
Yeah, come on. See. Daisy.
Lolly, can you hear me?
Yes, we hear you. Can you hear us? I don't think she can hear us.
Kelly.
Yeah, I'm going to send her a message. We hear you. She dropped down. Maybe she'll come back up. TJ says, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I don't know. It's a very sad thing. I just pray every night for Sebastian's safe return. I pray that I'm wrong in the way that my thinking is. And I would love for it to be nothing more than a child that just slipped through the neighborhood and out of there, didn't get caught on camera.
Yeah.
I would love to be wrong. I really would. But we have
See,
to talk about all those possibilities.
I've been on board with him being alive until I recently, and I don't know how I missed it, heard him say, well, maybe when he's 18. We all know if he comes back at 18, he's still going to know. He's still going to tell. He's still going to, maybe testify in faces.
Yeah, I can say this. Our Blue Eyes in chat messaged Nina and asked her, was he supposed to testify? She said he was never on the list to testify.
Oh, so then it's just pure evil.
Yeah, it is pure evil.
Yeah.
Well, hey, everybody.
Well, hello. Can you hear us?
I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you a while ago.
Good deal. Good
I'm
deal.
going to take this a different route.
Yeah.
Can I take it a different route?
Girl,
All
you
right.
take it where you want to take
Katie,
it. We already
I'll
done
put
our
it.
disclosure.
All right. Well, I want to talk to Katie Proudfoot for a minute. Katie, if you're watching this, I want to say something.
We lost you, Kelly.
Oh, I definitely, Lolly, his IS7 just
Can you hear me now?
sent a chat saying NCT will not let Sebastian come back at 18 to tell his story. Probably not.
I agree. I think things have gone too far already. That's what I'm afraid of.
Yes.
I think at this point,
Mm.
the searchers, all the people that's been involved in the searching, all the stories and everything that's been coming out, I'm afraid they know they would get, arrested no matter what if they were involved.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If they're not involved,
they're
then,
too scared to get arrested.
Yeah. Kelly, you there?
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You just
Yeah,
went
we can hear
quiet.
you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, my internet's bad. Okay.
Yeah.
Katie Proudfoot. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm having bad internet tonight, y'all.
We gotcha.
I just think the games need to stop. Okay? Games need to stop. We need to know where Sebastian is so he can come home and whether it's to Seth or whoever, for a child to not have no friends, he's got 1 million right now. And all our hearts are aching for Sebastian. Patty, truth. Just tell the truth.
Right.
Chris Proudfoot, please put an end to this. You go on your other YouTubers and you get very defensive. Come on, Lolly's panel. We won't make you be defenseless. We will show respect. We show.
I agree.
We just want to find Sebastian Rogers. That's all we want. And then we'll go to the next child.
Definitely.
But until Sebastian is found,
he's an innocent
we
child.
none of us can move on. Yes, and I have a daughter in here that had to come off your live, Lolly, because she had tears in her eyes.
Bless her heart.
Because this child, she has cerebral palsy. And she looks at Sebastian's picture and she cries. Because she said, no child should be done that way. And she has a heart that y'all cannot even imagine. And every night Lolly is on, she'll walk through the kitchen. Have they found him, Mama? Have they found him? Sebastian, wherever you are, if you can hear my voice, if you're still with us, you got a friend in Keeley. I promise you. Because she says every night before bed, God, please help us bring Sebastian home. So if my child is being affected by this, Can you imagine other people's children that her? I mean, come on, Katie, Chris, Seth. Where you at, Seth? We're out here trying to help you. Lolly has emailed you. I have emailed you. Other people in chat has emailed you. We could help, but you got to respond. And you know what, Seth? It's okay to ask for help. Katie, it's okay to ask for help. Chris, you got to change your attitude, brother. And we want to help, but you got to be honest. What happened that night, Katie? What happened? If it was an accident, say an accident. But it's time Sebastian Rogers comes home. It's time. And that's all I'm saying. I love you, Lolly.
Oh, we love you. We love you, Kelly. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly.
And you've said everything we all
And thank you, Daniel.
Yeah. And you give
Going in
Keely a
the
big
channel.
hug for me, okay?
I will. She
Kelly,
teared up. She teared up, Lolly.
well,
She
you give her
teared up
a big
on you.
and you tell her that her Lolly loves her and that we are going to find this baby. I promise. We're going to do everything we can.
And you know, Lolly, the sad thing about it is
We will definitely
children that, children that are different than others, nobody understands them, and they have a bigger and better heart than we do.
I agree.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
They
I
don't see
agree with
any
you.
wrong. Keely sees no wrong in anyone. None. And the old saying is, if we could all look through a child's eyes, we would see the world differently. Well, Katie and Chris and Seth and whomever, sit down and look. Just pretend you're a child and look around. Maybe you could find in your heart to just simply make an anonymous phone call.
That's right.
Because all children matter. All children matter. And all children are loved.
Holly put
And
not
Sebastian
a
Rogers.
bone in their bodies.
Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Amen.
Exactly.
That is the truth. That is the truth. Because I'm here to tell y'all, and I'm not bragging.
Seclusion in our chat here said, and guys, if this doesn't break your heart, I don't know what does, but Seclusion said, I am 5 weeks away from my end. Please, I beg you, Proudfoots, honor a dying person's request to tell us where he is. People care.
Well, seclusion. Yes, seclusion. If you can hear me, I'm praying for you. And my prayer is that your prayer gets answered. I pray
Amen.
that in the next 3 weeks that we find Sebastian.
That's right.
I don't think they realized when they came on YouTube about a missing 15-year-old with autism was going to go worldwide. I really don't think they realized that.
I thought they thought there would be some that come on board and talked about him for a while, but when he didn't surface, everybody would start moving on.
And having autism is also hard enough. Like Sebastian doesn't need to be going through any more hard stuff in his life. I have
Right.
autism.
You're right. You're right,
You are
Daniel.
right.
You're right. She went to school with a little girl with autism, and she was the sweetest, sweetest little girl. But now she reminds me a lot of Sebastian in the same sentence. She didn't like her hands to get dirty. She didn't like her feet to get dirty. But she had the most loving heart. She loves to give hugs to this day. You'll see her in town and she'll say, Miss Kelly, I want a hug.
Oh,
You know, what happened to adults having a good heart and, giving each other love, whether it's a hug or handshake or just a kind word? I
yeah.
mean,
Jenny said, so many love you,
Sebastian
Sebastian.
deserves better.
Yep.
Oh,
CT
it's
and Katie.
unbelievable.
Yeah. Oh, it's sad. We all are on the same page when it comes to Sebastian.
Yes.
Every one of us.
And we're
And
not doing anything to hurt anyone,
no.
or stepping on toes. We're just trying to find he'll be 17 in a couple of weeks with the sweetest little dimples on the side of his cheeks, that has won everybody's heart. That's all. Not trying to make money off of him or anyway, we won't go there either, will we?
Right.
Uh, we just, he won our heart. That's all. That's all. And I live in Alabama, y'all. And
Yeah.
every night my mother can't handle it no more. She said, "No, I can't handle this." I mean, we've never met the boy, and he's a part of our family.
Right.
I just don't
Definitely.
understand how anybody could let this happen. But
Michelle
I've
said
talked
they
long
will.
enough, and I'm sorry. But
Oh, you're good. You're good. Michelle said they will never give up the secret. They are more worried about their freedom. I
about
believe that.
Sebastian's.
I believe that as well, Michelle.
What about Sebastian?
Exactly. That's the
Sebastian's
thing.
freedom matters too.
You know,
He
I said it
matters.
before and I'll say it again. Katie made the decision to drive that young man home or to
Mm-hmm.
wherever. She could have drove straight
Mm-hmm.
on to Sid's house, dropped him off, not said a word, and took off. Left a text
It's
message
been
that said,
simple.
he's yours now. Take care of him. It would have been so easy. Life would have been so good. But sadly,
And Sebastian could have celebrated his 16th birthday last year.
exactly. Exactly. But
And,
it didn't happen.
and he could be celebrating his 17th. But
My
one
chat.
thing keeps bothering me, and me and you,
I will
Kelly,
huh?
be
can you
right
hold on
back.
for a second, real quick?
Wally, I'll be right back. I'm just going to put myself on mute.
Okay, Daniel. All right. Thank you. Um, Kelly, hold on just a minute. My chat froze. PJ, I can't put it on the screen. I'm sorry. It won't get down to. Oh, wait. It just jumped. There it is. PJ just gifted 5 memberships. Guys, if y'all were the one that got the
Woo woo.
membership, tell our beautiful PJ thank you because that was so precious. I love it. Thank you so much, PJ. I love you, my friend. And to our new members, welcome to the South, y'all.
Welcome, welcome to the South. We break that good stuff out. We got enough to go around. So can I get a amen? Welcome to the South.
Thank you so much, PJ. You are so precious. Thank you. And welcome to our new members. So glad to have y'all. Yes, Daniel is very kind. And I guess I need to apologize to Daniel.
Yeah.
I was afraid he was someone he wasn't. But I will do that when he comes back. He is very kind, has a good heart here. And wait a minute, we got another person I didn't even notice. Wanna be sleuthing. Hello. Can you hear us? Hello, hello.
Have you got her muted?
I don't know. She's good. Her mic shows she's not muted. Want to be sleuthing? Uh-oh, she may come back. Daniel. Oh, no, Miss Kelly dropped. Want to be sleuthing? Can you hear us?
Might want to be who?
Okay, hold on. Let's do this. Hello?
Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you. All
I
right.
can
Okay, is
hear
everything
you.
coming through good? I'm sorry, I forgot to cut my Wi-Fi off. When I come to the front, I have to cut it off because it's in the back bedroom and it doesn't connect good out here.
Gotcha. Okay, welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming up. Miss Kelly,
Thank
thank you
you.
for getting up here. So what do you think?
I mean, I've been following this case. Like, I kind of just fell headfirst into true crime with the Maddie Soto case, and then came Riley Strain, and then pretty much anybody that was following Riley Strain fell right into Sebastian's case. But there was a point in time when I really wanted to give the Proud Feet the benefit of the doubt, and and this is gonna sound really weird, but like maybe they're just different. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe they just come across as weird. Like just
Yeah, I mean, you've
you've heard them
to in
talk.
the beginning.
They're weird.
You have to be able to give people the benefit of the doubt until you know differently.
And like I really try because I'm socially awkward, like really socially awkward. And there was a point where I thought maybe they're just weird. Like I'm weird. I'd be weird if I was on Nancy Grace. Like
Right.
I'd probably just be staring at the camera. I'd be afraid to talk to Nancy. Like but the more that stuff comes out, and it's like you see the things that they find their voice for, like somebody walking on their grass and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like you get loud over that, but not,
right.
I would have never been quiet. I would have been loud the whole time.
Exactly. And when you have a story come out like it did, last week, and something as awful as Katie and Sebastian having sex, and then she gets pregnant, and yet they're on a 3-hour live and nobody even tried to shut that down. At first, I was pissed. Sebastian should have been the number one right there because he's a child to start with. And then I'm like, oh my gosh, this is another game. It's just a game to them.
Weird. And it's like, of all the distractions, that
they went there, and of course it went there in the beginning.
Like
but
if I were them and those creators came up with all that, I would never speak to any of them again.
Exactly 100%.
That would just be it for me. Like I would not talk to them.
Yeah,
I agree.
At that point, I would realize these people are not birds of a feather. They can come up with some crazy mess, and I'm just not going to be a part of it.
It's just crazy. T-Bird said that would only make Chris jealous and a culprit. But the whole point of what I was trying to do, and I took it to my other channel because that's drama, you know what I'm saying, and I try not to get into the drama too much, but at the same time, I wanted to defend Sebastian because that means he was being sexually abused. And I'm just going to call it for what it is. And
Exactly.
nobody's even thought nothing of that. And that just hurt my heart. I was just like, I could not believe it because it wasn't even a thought process to
Yeah, like
them.
if I were,
Mhm.
it's just so weird.
Yeah, everybody was apologizing to Katie and to Chris. And I'm like, but what about Sebastian? And that's where I know whether they did anything or not, they're not good people.
Nope.
And we've
None
known
of them.
that.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean,
everything just got solidified for me in my mind that very night. And that's why I went and started back way back to the beginning in my mind, and it's just kind of going through that whole process. And I'm like, wait a minute. Katie's the one who is trained at missions. Katie's the one who has got the higher training. She was over Chris. He left so that they could continue their relationship, type of thing, is what I've been told. And maybe I was wrong. Maybe it wasn't him all along. And I've had to look at a broader scope because we're dealing with people who don't care that that's out there.
There's
yeah,
And I'm
lots.
telling you, I
definitely
would be
cared that was out there.
mortified. I would
There's,
be devastated if people thought that about me. So,
I would too.
Nanny said, Lolly, what is your idea on my CP is so protective over KP? I think he's afraid that she is going to eventually break. And when she breaks, I think everything's coming out. And he's not going to let it happen. He has to protect his freedom. And that means, because guys, think about it. They weren't having trouble. He was living in his camper. He was dating women at the Texas Roadhouse and online and going to bars, meeting up with them. She told her person that she was working at that house that she may be getting a divorce. Things weren't good. Now they're thick as thieves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They
I
have
wonder,
a
like, how much of that is them just being afraid to leave one another because they both
exactly.
know too much.
Yeah, and I think that's exactly it. They both know too much. And they have to be together. And if you weren't happy to start with, you're not going to be a happy person now.
Yeah, and
And that
the
doesn't
first
have
one to
nothing to
squeal will
do
get a
with
deal.
Sebastian.
So he's probably afraid that
Exactly.
if they do break her, she'll put it all on him.
Exactly. They are bound by a secret, Michelle says. 100%. That marriage is doomed.
It will
But yet
definitely
they're
be
going to,
doomed.
yeah, but they're going to just hold on to it as long as they can. That's the way I see things. Now, I'm not in their home, so I can't tell you that's true or false. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
that's how I see things.
Everyone has their own point of views, which is absolutely okay.
Yeah, and like we always say, it's all theories and speculation.
Yeah. Yeah. TJ said they are bound by distorted minds. So, yeah. Yeah, Holly. Holly said, remember, he told Nerdy Addict that Sebastian had to be escorted down the hall at school like he's some sort of dangerous criminal. And from what I'm hearing, Sebastian didn't have to be escorted anywhere. He knew where his classes were. He knew what he was doing from 1 minute to the next. He wasn't ignorant. He
No.
knew. He was very, very highly intelligent and knew what he had to do. But that's just to make him look bad. And that's what aggravates me the most about Chris. He intentionally put stuff out to make Sebastian look bad. And if that means going with this little narrative that his wife got pregnant by her son, so be it. It makes Sebastian look bad. And I'm like, this is wrong on so many levels.
It's like he doesn't understand that by continuously trying to make this child look guilty in his own disappearance, he makes
Right.
himself look worse every time.
Every single time. And I don't think they quite understand that the damage control they're doing is not helping them at all.
It's
It
really
just
not,
makes
but I kind of
it
want him to
worse.
keep going.
Oh yeah, keep talking. That's what
I'm
I
sorry.
say.
Well,
It's like,
I will
you know,
be back. I will be back tomorrow.
Okay.
I will probably end up joining the panel again tomorrow because I'm going to do some more research tonight.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Daniel, thank you. I'm going to send you an email tonight, okay?
Thank you. Okay.
All right. Thanks for coming up.
Bye. You're welcome.
Bye. But yeah, it's sad for Sebastian. And like I said earlier, I'm not able to get my son back. They have a chance to get their son back. And yet they're playing games instead of trying to get Sebastian back home with them. And
it's like just the
very
reaction of being inconvenienced by everyone who wants to help that's
exactly.
not on their approved list. Like it's odd.
It is very odd. We will never probably ever see anything like this in any other case that we cover. If
It's
we
like, can
can
you
survive
imagine like all the
Sebastian,
people out there that would love this kind of attention and they beg
oh,
for
I
this kind of
know.
attention and they don't get it
Exactly.
and they're
Exactly.
squandering it.
Mm-hmm. And it's like they want us to all go away. I agree, Nanny. I've said that 100 times before. KP and CP, they don't look for Sebastian. You don't have to look when you know where something is. Yeah, I agree with that statement. I believe that. I really do.
And it's like, I know from personal experience, my son is 8 years old and he's autistic. And, he has issues with aggression and controlling his anger and stuff like that. And it's hard sometimes. Like, I wish I could say that I was Little Miss Sunshine and always handled it the best way, but I don't.
Well, you're human and you get tired and you get run down. Just being a parent alone is exhausting. It's a full-time job. And
But like, I look at my son at, just like when he's sleeping, for example, like I just look at him and I get so upset thinking like, what if I didn't know where he was?
oh,
And
yeah.
as
No.
like, I don't think that I could handle it.
No, I'm telling you, when I got that phone call that my son was no longer alive, he was 27. He had been battling with a lot of things in his life and he finally had hope and he was finally ready to venture out. He was my non-social child. my daughter and my oldest son were more like me, very
Yeah,
outgoing,
I've got
happy-go-lucky,
one of
you know
those.
what I'm saying? Yeah, and so then he's there and he would rather just sit in his room or out in the shop that we had fixed up for a music area and play his guitar. He was happy and content. But the world kept living around him, and he was not wanting to participate. And so he had finally found someone he loved and he was going to get married in October, and she had 2 kids. And he said, if I'm going to be any type of father figure, I have to get better. I have to get my life organized. And it was that very night he had a wreck. I was
I'm so
devastated.
sorry.
Devastated. My world shut down. And I could not accept that I wasn't going to see him or hug him or touch him. It just, I kept expecting it for so long and it just wasn't happening. And it was the hardest thing in my entire life that I have ever had to deal with.
I
And to
mean, I
know
can
that
only
I
imagine.
don't I don't have a chance to go out there and find him and bring him back to my arms, and hold on to him real tight. I don't get that. And if there's a possibility that Katie could do that, and yet she's traveling and going on vacations, I, one of our
Moving
people in
on,
chat,
it seems.
yeah. Well, Chris said life goes on. You got to go with it.
Like, I
No,
mean,
you
I know
don't.
it sounds crazy, but like when my mother passed away, I don't even like my mom. I know that sounds messed up, but we
No,
had a complicated relationship. But like,
yeah,
even after my mom passed, like, I just couldn't believe that the world had the audacity to continue to turn and she wasn't in it.
exactly. Oh,
And I didn't
Nanny,
even like
I'm
her.
so sorry. Yeah, it is tough, just to lose your child. And I have to go sit by a headstone to be with my child. Katie has a chance to be out there hollering his name, screaming his name, staying vigilant.
She should probably roll the windows down for that, though.
That would help.
Yeah.
I mean, Jesus Pete, we look for our dogs better than she looks for her child.
I
But
look for a
like Nanny
button
said,
on the floor better than she
yeah,
looked for her child.
exactly, right? But like Nanny said, she ain't gonna be looking because she knows where he is. And I feel that way as well. Go on vacations and go on with life because I have a very strong feeling that she knows exactly where he's at, whether she can see him or not.
Yeah, and one thing I do want to say is I wish that we were wrong.
Oh yeah, 100%.
This isn't a win for us
No,
because this was Sebastian. I mean, this is Sebastian's life. I mean,
right.
we're
No,
not
I
like
never
super
want.
excited when they get a loss or whatever because it's not about them.
Right.
It doesn't just tickle
Yeah.
me when they look bad because I mean that's not what
No,
it's about.
you never want. And I'll be honest, the one case with the little girl who was with her stepmother, dad had gone hunting. This was here in Texas, and she got mad at stepmom over something and got up and walked out of her house. Well, then she wasn't found. They couldn't find her, and I was first one. I'll admit it. I was jumping on that stepmother train. She did something to that little girl. No, it was the FedEx driver that had picked her up, took
Oh, I
her, did
remember
things to
that
her,
because my son's dad worked
unalived
for
her.
FedEx at the time,
Yeah,
and I just it's like
but I jumped on the stepmother from the get-go, and I said, I will never, ever, ever assume ever again. And
they
I
make it
came in,
hard to assume otherwise, though.
yeah, it is. It is hard not to assume it right away, but when you hear a mother's timeline, the most crucial timeline of that child's life, She couldn't even get it right. She changed it up 6, 7 times. And, what else are you supposed to do?
It's crazy because,
So,
like, my daughter, she reminds me a lot of Sebastian. She's 14, and she's one of those. She doesn't like the outside. She's one of those that, like, she sees one bug, she's right back in the house. Like, nope, this is not for me.
yeah.
And she's got sensory issues. Like Sebastian, like this wasn't normal behavior for him to just go out of the
Right.
house or something. That's not normal for my daughter. And I
Yeah.
just think, like, what if one day she was just gone? I would never think that she left on her own.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And especially when you have light activity in the area behind your home, and one of those lights goes back to your house, it just doesn't look good.
It really
And then
doesn't.
3
And the more
hours
they try to
later,
dispel things,
it,
the worse it makes them
yes,
look.
exactly. Exactly. I mean, if they just left it as we don't know what the lights were, that would have been so much better for all of them.
Yeah, it's like it's
But
the over explaining and the wordiness and
exactly,
just all the focus on the wrong stuff.
the
It
very
just
wrong stuff.
backfired on him
Yes,
every time.
exactly, exactly. And I don't think they realized every time they spoke privately, somebody was recording them. And teachers have spoken out. People that knew him in the neighborhood and heard things have spoken out. Yeah, Kylie says the hole gets deeper every day. And, I think they are really far down in that hole. So every time they open their mouth, that hole gets a little deeper down in there.
Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of stuff. Like, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they didn't just walk into the situation and assume.
Right.
Because let's face it, when you walk into a nice neighborhood, nice house, married couple,
Right. What I
decent
mean, you're not
income,
going to think
you
the
don't
worst.
expect all that to be behind those doors. Now we've learned now, especially after Ruby Frankie, that don't matter how nice the house is.
Right. Exactly. Pink Warrior said, and presuming, like when CP said it will be a case to be studied for years. That was in the first day.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
super
within
weird.
the first couple of days. Yeah. And T Bird says, watch chat and change course to fit public opinion. 100%. That's exactly what they've been doing. And I believe Katie watched everybody's reaction to her first interview and adjusted every single time she would talk. And then she decided she might not need to talk no more. So,
It's just like the things that they chose to keep out, like, current pictures, but then the things they chose to give us and the things they chose not to give us speaks
right.
volumes.
Well,
Like the
Aretha
old
Bell says,
pictures, it's like you don't want to give me a current picture, but you'll tell me about his bathroom habits.
exactly. Exactly. And Rita says, but they didn't even want their names publicized. They didn't want their home area put out there.
I was talking to my son's dad. I was like, it's super weird. That's like, after having 2 kids, I can't watch a comedy special without peeing my pants. Like, what if you told people that if I went missing? Like, why would you tell people that?
Right.
Like, are they going to, tell jokes over a megaphone and, follow a trail
Right.
or something? It's not going to work that way.
Right. It's
That
just
doesn't help
like you.
anyone find me. And then they're like talking about his snacks and stuff that he likes. Like, are y'all going to leave a
Oh,
trail of snacks?
exactly. Kelly says houses don't make a home. You can have a mansion, but if you don't have God and love in it, then it's just a building.
Indeed. I
That
agree with
is
that to an
100%.
extent, you know.
Yeah. And you know, you said it perfect when you said this is not a win-win situation,
Like, yeah,
you
like
know?
I feel like they
It's
think that, you know, we're over here like celebrating. Like, we
no.
like getting more information. Yes, we do enjoy getting more information because
Yeah,
whether we
because
get
we
that
want to
information
help.
or not, what's happened has happened. But, you know, finding out things that Sebastian had to go through and stuff like that, it sucks.
Yes, very much so,
I don't know how else to
because
put it.
it's as if we all felt his pain for him at that moment.
And I know I did because my mom, you know, she was the one that, you know, her man came first. And I feel
Mm,
that when we talk about it, you know, like,
yeah. A lot of people have said kind of the same situations, you know. I've had several people reach out to me say the same thing. And, you know, they say all to say the same thing, you know, it hits me a little differently. It hits a little too close. And I
yeah. And
can
it's
only
like, you know,
imagine.
yeah, like I had a relationship a few years ago where we got along great together. We were a great match. But he and my son, after a year's time, they still hadn't bonded like at all.
Oh,
And it wasn't that he was a bad man.
yeah.
He wasn't a kid person. And my son can be spirited, for a lack of better
Yeah,
words, you
right.
know, and
I had one of
we
those, yes.
assessed after a year of dating, and it's like, you know, I can't get past the fact that, you know, your feelings toward my son haven't changed, and I can tell like you're not bonding with him at all. Like, he's a
Right.
part of me. We're a package deal. Like, you know, and
Exactly.
we kind of
That's a
decided at that
mother.
point that we needed to just stay friends.
That's a true mother. That says a lot about who you are as a mother and as a person.
It's been 6 years since we split up, and I still have feelings for him, but I'll never go
Oh,
back because
yeah,
my son comes first.
because that's it. And that's something I don't think Sebastian ever had. The more and more we hear about their home life, I just don't think Sebastian had any of that. And I think when he went to Seth's house, he was comfortable, he was relaxed. And
Yeah,
I'm
he
sorry.
didn't feel like he had a target on his back or that he was the black sheep.
Exactly.
Like, I lived that.
Mhm.
I felt like I was the weird one in the house. Like, I
Mm,
just, you know, you could just kind of tell that I was everybody's least favorite. And I know what that's like. And it just, like I said, it just sucks.
yeah. You know, and I was talking about this the other day when a teenage child, you know, starts having wedding issues. There's a problem. Is it medical? Get that checked out. If there's nothing medical, there's something not right. And they did none of the above, you know, just let it continue.
Yeah, exactly. Like, there's definitely some kind of emotional or mental issue going on with that. And I kind
Mhm.
of understand because, I mean, I guess I don't really understand because I don't remember anything. But my brother reported that he had seen some things happening with my mother's ex-husband. I remember nothing,
Wow.
but I remember my family telling me later on that once he came around, I stopped using the potty, started talking like a baby all the time. I just quit talking normal, and I
Yeah.
started chopping my hair off and just crazy
Oh,
stuff that I
goodness.
wasn't doing
Yeah.
before.
Right.
And I know
Man.
now, like, I remember knowing things later in life that I was too young to know or had never heard anywhere, but I just knew it. Things I shouldn't know for my age.
Exactly. Exactly.
And
Yeah.
it's always affected me, even though I don't remember any of it.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
stuff
Just the
that
thought
will
of
change
it gotta be
a child, you
bad.
know?
Yeah, it will. It will for sure. And even if it's just straight up, a belt, he couldn't do anything correctly, it seems. I don't know. And if anybody from the other side wants to come over and have a discussion, I'll challenge you every day, all day long, because when I heard them all agree that Katie and Sebastian had such an amazing connection at Texas Roadhouse, it was touching.
Where?
I thought I was going to puke.
Where?
Exactly.
Do I
I
need to
mean,
clean my glasses?
are we seeing two separate videos? Because the video I saw, they hardly talked.
I just think about me
And
and my family at dinner, like, and
exactly.
I've never been military, and I'm kind of ridiculous as a human being. I like to make people laugh. When we're at dinner together, like last time we had Chinese food, I made like this chicken thing that looked like salad fingers, that thing from the internet from like a gazillion
Yeah.
years ago. And I was like, we do stupid stuff. Like I made this
Well,
salad fingers doll out of chicken and put it on chopsticks, and we're
yeah,
just being dumb, having fun.
exactly. For our birthdays, it's been a tradition for forever that we just all go out to eat. And my oldest granddaughter's birthday came around last year and she wanted to go to Tokyo. So we're all sitting around that grill thing, And
Oh, I
here's
love
my
that. My kids are afraid of it.
well, here's my son that's like got his little spoon and shooting peas at his sister across the table, and she's shooting stuff back at him. And I'm like, y'all are grown kids. You have your own kids. Stop it. And they're like,
I'm in my
Mom,
30s.
you're
I'd
so
probably be
fun.
shooting some
Yeah.
peas and being like, oh,
And
you peed on the table.
yeah, that's how they are to this day. They're both in their 30s. And I'm like, children, stop. Y'all are grown up now. And it was Easter time. We're all eating and everything. And he calls his sister out there. She goes out there, and my son pops a water balloon in her face. And it was on. It was on. It was two kids running around like banshees, and she grabs the sprayer off of her own kitchen sink and starts spraying him as he runs by.
Well, I mean, she can't let that pass.
Exactly. She's like, and I was like, are you kidding me? And she goes, Mama, I couldn't help it. And I'm like, well, it's your house. You're the one that's going to be cleaning this mess.
It's like
But
it's worth the cleanup, worth every bit of cleanup.
exactly. But we saw nothing like that. Nothing at all. She was on her phone. He was sitting there politely. And that was that. And we got to look into Sebastian's life for just a little bit.
It's like just thinking about, having fun with my kids and stuff like that. And just, I do this thing whenever I'm getting really cranky because I get overstimulated super easily.
Yeah.
And me and my son will get into it when he's doing his homework, because my pet peeve is when he starts guessing and he doesn't work things out. Like, I'm like, you know how to work it out. Don't throw me random numbers out. And I've had to find ways to calm myself down because he's not learning anything and it's not helping him if I'm not
Right.
leading by example.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And,
Gotta meet our kids halfway,
exactly. And that's the thing. If kids can't laugh in their own home, if they can't do silly things and then, get corrected and yes, ma'am, and, just have a good laugh over it, to me, we're not making memories. We're not making, things that my children will remember for their whole entire lives and their kids, and starting to do fun things with my grandbabies, because for one, I look at life differently now. None of us, not one person, no one here in this chat is promised tomorrow. And if you can't make the best of today, you're wasting it. You're wasting life. and I'm not going to waste life, and I'm going to love them, and I'm going to have fun with them, and I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. And I never once in that video saw Katie doing that with her son.
I didn't feel warmth from it at all.
No,
But my
not
battery is going down, and while I'm talking about how
okay.
much I love and having fun with my kids, I'm about to have to go battle him for the charger. Wish me
Okay.
luck.
All right. Well,
All right,
thank
thank
you
you
for
for
coming
having me. I've
up.
really enjoyed this. I've
Yeah.
never been on a panel before.
Well, you're welcome anytime. I usually don't open up because I'm so afraid of all the troll stuff. And I was like, you know
Yeah,
what? Tonight we're doing it, and we'll do more of it because I really enjoyed this.
me too. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll
Thank
be
you for
listening.
being who you are.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, friends, I hope y'all have enjoyed today. You want me to boot you down? I hope everybody's had a really great time today. It was nice just to get different opinions and thoughts and read everybody's comments. And, sad that we're here for this reason. And the reason being Sebastian. At no time is it okay when you sit here and talk about everybody that's involved. And it's never, ever at any point okay to put blame onto a child. And that's my biggest thing. Like I said earlier, we're not promised tomorrow. And if we can't do good today, we might not have the chance to make it up tomorrow. And so each and every day that we're here, we're going to try to make the best of it. We're going to try to hear those little things. We're going to try to put all those pieces of the puzzle together because Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers matters. He's the one that's brought us all together. We have an amazing group of people here. We may not have the biggest channel on the YouTube streets, and it's okay because we matter. And our hearts all together fighting for Sebastian so that one day his voice can be heard. We're doing what's right, guys. We really are. And if it makes them a little angry or nervous and they feel like they need to come in and troll us, guys, look at it this way. It's validation that we're doing what we need to be doing. Sebastian's the reason we're here. Never ever forget that. Until he is brought home, we will be his voice for him. I appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Guys, if I could just please say some prayers for me tonight and in the morning. I have a very big phone call coming up tomorrow that I have been waiting a very long time for, and my nerves are just getting a little antsy on it. So if you have a moment, I would appreciate it so, so much. I'll be back again tomorrow. So I hope y'all all can join me then. Thank you so much. Until tomorrow, my friends, love and hugs. See you then. Good night.